think I'll take a moment to celebrate my age, the ending of an era and the turning of a page. Now it's time to focus in on where I go from here. Lord, have mercy on my day.
Happy Tuesday, Marauders. I'm Gert, and you're watching Day 2 of Mvtv Staff Anchor Week. I'll tell you what, Nick, we got a tough act to follow. Mrs. Wilson and Mrs. Collier did an outstanding job on Mvtv yesterday.
They sure did. Hey, Mount Vernon, I'm Nick Ragan, and it's October 28th, 2014. Did you know that on this day in 1965, the St. Louis Arch was completed? The Gateway Arch is a 630-foot high parabola of stainless steel marking the Jefferson National Expansion Memorial on the waterfront of St. Louis, Missouri. The Gateway Arch cost less than $15 million to build, with foundations sunk 60 feet into the ground. Its frame of stressed stainless steel is built to withstand both earthquakes and high winds. An internal tram system takes visitors up to the top, where it's on a clear day they can see up to 30 miles across the winding Mississippi and the Great Plains to the west.
Let's talk football. Just like prize-fighting boxing matchups used to be, we've seen 15 rounds of the evil Tom Brady and Peyton Manning exchanging blows over the last 15 years with what will make even the slightest fan jump out of his or her seat. We're lucky enough to see 16th round this Sunday as Manning's Denver Broncos take on Brady's New England Patriots. It's a matchup between the two best quarterbacks of this generation, both still looming in the shadows of Joe Montana. And we'd have the pleasure of watching the two go toe-to-toe 15 times now in their decorated careers. If you're a true diehard football fan, these kinds of rivalries never get old. The game will be broadcast on CBS at 4:25 on Sunday.
Just like an infectious disease, social networks can spread rapidly, gaining millions of users in a short amount of time, and then abruptly die off. It happened to MySpace and Facebook, and could Facebook be next? According to a study from Princeton University, researchers predict that Facebook will undergo a rapid decline in the coming years, losing 80% of its peak user base between 2015 and 2017. Facebook is the most currently used media platform with over 900 million users. I know that I have Facebook, and once teachers and parents get a hold of Facebook, the kids are done.
It's for old people. That's what I hear. Twitter is the second most popular media platform with 310 million users. Twitter, however, reported a disappointing 7% slide in key measure of engagement by its users in the third quarter, triggering a sell-off of more than 9% of its stock on Monday. Some investors have raised fears about declining Twitter usage as other social media and mobile messaging services become more popular, and the fact that people realize a tweet is a word a bird uses. On Monday, the online messaging service also projected fourth quarter revenue may miss the Wall Street's heightened expectations. Still not doing well.
YouTube officials shared some new numbers about their video sharing website, where now about 50% of the views are coming from a mobile phone or tablet. Get this, more than 1 million unique users visit YouTube each month. Over 6 billion hours of video are watched each month on YouTube. That's almost an hour for every person on Earth, and that's what students are doing instead of doing their homework. 100 hours of video are uploaded to YouTube every minute. 80% of the YouTube traffic comes from outside the U.S. according to Nielsen. YouTube reaches more U.S. adults ages 18 to 34 than any other cable network.
I just watched this show from yesterday on it. This just in, 14 passengers and crew members have been hurt in a crash between an Amtrak passenger train and a semi-trailer in northwest Indiana today.
An Amtrak spokesman told reporters that the train carrying 56 passengers and 3 crew members from Indianapolis to Chicago collided with a semi that was blocking the tracks. It's unclear why the driver disregarded the signs at the marked crossing. The truck's trailer was split into 2 large pieces by the collision.
Here's a beauty contest for you. None of the contestants expressed an opinion on world peace, and the major assets on display were long legs, a solid torso, and the ability to produce copious quantities of fresh milk. The annual Miss Milk Cow pageant in Moc Chau, a region of Vietnam renowned for its dairy pastures, had an impressive 126 entrants this year. A 4-year-old weighing in at 1,830 pounds was crowned the winner after wowing the judges with a milk yield double that of the average cow.
President Obama came close to having it to wash some dishes on his recent trip to New York. The president was on a dinner date with his wife, Michelle, in New York. Mr. Obama revealed Friday that his credit card was declined when he went to pay the bill for their Manhattan meal. The J.P. Morgan credit card was rejected by the computer at the restaurant because of its apparent lack of use. The first couple ended up using Michelle Obama's credit card to pay the bill.
A Florida man shot and killed a 400-pound black bear after it broke into his house 2 nights in a row to get a bag of dog food and the man's PS4. The man called 911 on Tuesday evening after the bear entered his glassed-in porch by smashing out the metal-framed windows to get to the dog food and the video game. At the direction of wildlife officers, the homeowner removed the dog food from his porch, but the bear returned on Wednesday evening. Prepared with a loaded rifle, he shot the bear. What did he do? Well, he shot the bear, okay, that's clear. When the bear ignored his yelling and kept approaching, he's like, oh, a bear, I'm going to shoot you, and he didn't, so they shot him. Police said the adult male bear was one of the biggest he had seen in the area.
I heard the bear responded he was just looking for a picnic basket. A California woman who tried to sneak into a house through a chimney got stuck and had to be rescued by firefighters who helped use dish soap to help extricate the soot-covered intruder. The man who lived in the house told local police that he had met the woman online and that it was not their first time she had tried to enter his home. The woman was arrested for illegal entry and providing false information to an officer.
Are you in the market for a new car but just can't decide which one to buy? Well, take a look at this beauty. It is the Lamborghini Veneno Roadster. This Italian engineering masterpiece boasts 450 horsepower out of a 6.5-liter 12-cylinder engine and goes from 0 to 62 miles per hour in 2.9 seconds. It has a lightweight carbon fiber and reinforced polymer body and a top speed of 221 miles per hour. Respectable. The starting price, $4.5 million. Let's take a 60-second look and listen to admire.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for us here in the Mvtv studio. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching. See you. End.
I think I'll take a moment and celebrate my age, the ending of an era and the turning of a page. Now it's time to focus in on where I go from here. Lord, have mercy on my next 30 years.